Welcome to Austin Powers, the Spy, whatever.
Yeah.
I think it looks like an Austin Powers intro thingamajig.
And I think the middle should be in the centre.
The guy in the OCD is horrible. Hey, beautiful people out there. Wait.
There's something missing today, isn't there?
I show you. What you think?
Carlos.
Oh, Carlos. I wanted to show the people what's making the beautiful lights here. Ooh. So if you haven't been in Christmas mood, now you are.
Yeah.
You have to be, because Rich spent it about 2 days or something.
Yeah, building this thing. So this basically is something I built.
There's nobody missing.
Oh, there's
Look at
Carlos.
this. There's a digital Carlos.
Yeah.
Carlos, is it you? Is it an AI?
Yeah.
Let me get you. Let me get the blinking thing off.
Get the blinking thing off the screen.
Yeah.
So Carlos has a poorly tummy. He has what's called cholera fever. My wife had it also. So this is when we get the Saharan dust, and over with it we get locusts, and sometimes there's fever. It either gives you like a flu-like symptom for a couple of days, or it gives you the craps for a couple of days. And unfortunately, my wife got the craps and the vomiting. So,
I know, it's bringing the dancing goats. Ah, not today, I think. Do we have dancing goats today?
is it available on AliExpress? No. And what you just saw running, by the way, it's not quite running right at the moment. I've got the pink LEDs in the wrong sequence. So this was running.
The thing. Okay,
the
wait.
thing.
I'll bring the thing back and show
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. So I had 2 of these, which I built myself. I actually designed and built them. One run 2 displays similar to this one, which I've now recreated. But they got left in the UK because they were too big for me to ship over. They were like built into these wooden frames, waterproof. Because for some strange reason in England, you get rain.
Rain?
Around Christmas.
What is this?
Yeah, I know you get rain.
I heard of this and I don't want to experience this.
Yeah, I know you get rain. So anyway, I've put this thing back together. So this one was on my flat roof over the dormer windows of the house, and it powered a Christmas tree type thing that was about 1.5 meters high, running this sequence.
Absolutely not used to have so much space here. This
Yeah. So anyway, I brought the controller with me. I've decided to resurrect it to build 2 of these displays. I've got one put together, and I've realised I had it all wired up wrong, and I had another go, and now the channel that's running the white LEDs is actually wired up correctly, and the one that's running the pink is wired up wrong. So yeah, we're getting over this. So the thing with this, I actually programmed this on an Arduino Mega. I can actually, it turns out, program Arduino, or I could in 2013, because this was written in 2013. So in a moment we'll get the source code on them. Let's have a look to see if my coding is any good. Yeah. Because I was never on any Arduino forums or anything like that. I just like
think back in...
there's like a little book like getting started with Arduino.
11 years ago, there weren't that much forums or stuff.
Okay, so 11 years ago.
We take for granted now.
Yeah. So I just kind of like... And the thing was that this controller I built after the first one, so it's possibly that I originally wrote the code in 2012. Yeah. So anyway, guys...
12 years ago. When I look at websites I wrote back in these days.
Yeah.
So I'm normally not responsible.
So anyway, I thought, because I was struggling to figure out what sequence the thing is wired up in, and I'll get the controller and show you in a moment. I thought I'll look at the source code, because I know I've got the source code. And when I looked at my source code from 2013, I can't understand it. So let me get the controller to show you what I actually built.
Well, do this on camera, wait.
I will get it up onto the desk. First of all, let me unplug this thing. So I have to disconnect all.
This is fun by itself because it runs on 4 power supplies.
It runs on 4 power supplies. And this is my home built controller. And look, it has a programming lead. I even put a connected programming lead while I was debugging
Yes, okay.
and set it up. And there,
ta-da!
is my controller.
I see the Mega. The Mega is there.
Yeah, one Arduino Mega. This made a Vero board. This has got a voltage regulator. So this runs on 4 12-volt power supplies, which are 3.3 amps each. because with the big Christmas tree it was drawing about 10 amps or thereabouts. So it runs on actually 4 of these things. I don't know why, I never thought of using an ATX supply. Perhaps I should have just done that and used one. and then this little board here, this connects like to the driver, the transistor drivers. So these are all the output channels. And over here,
You need to tell the people that you have 32 channels.
I have 32 channels. So here I have 32 PC337.
Oh, you're only using the small ones. Well, of course, because when you have 32 channels with about 10 amps, it isn't that much.
No, so each of these can sync up to 800 milliamps. At the moment with this one display, it's running at about 300 per channel.
Yeah.
So when I put the both on, it's at 600 each still at 75%. Yeah, 32 channel controller, guys.
Yep.
Holy rat's nest.
This is probably why, when we were talking about this, and I was always thinking about a normal Arduino, and I thought, you must have port multipliers in there. And he said, no, I only have an Arduino there. And then sometime later, I figured out it's a Mega, and the Mega has a bunch of connections there.
Can you still get these things?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, Megas are still available. This is a 80 Mega 256. You know what? This is something I normally ignore because these are very rare and very not that much available.
There's a big chip in the middle of it.
I guess just watching F1. We're joining in about 30 minutes. Okay, Chris, have fun. Good driving. Drive safe.
So yeah, there is a chip in the middle there.
Yep. Well, can I get in close enough to see what this is? No, I can't.
Yes, you can.
Yes, I can. 80 Mega
256. So let me move this yellow wire out of the way.
Yeah, the yellow wire is a thing.
Okay, there.
80 Mega 256. See, I was not that far away. Yeah.
80 Mega 256.
60. Yeah.
60.
Yeah. Hey Simon.
There's a date code on it. 0913.
1309. Yeah.
Yeah, and my source code says October 2013, so that's when I built this.
Yeah.
And I think I probably built the other one the year before.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we
This
go.
is 11 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, 11 years ago. So, how do we get my code?
We change places.
We change places.
Yeah. Hey Robert, Carlos is with us in spirit, and the digital version of him is somewhere there.
Well, while we change places, we get the code. I'll talk about the other problem. Shall we do a waltz or something here?
People can't see
they
us.
can't see us. Okay. We were just waltzing, guys, but you couldn't see us. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah. Us dancing is something you normally don't see on screen. Yeah.
So
this is mine.
That's actually
This is
mine.
yours, yeah.
That's
This is
actually yours with sugar in it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So we tried to set this. It feels so weird just sitting here.
Yeah.
Well, the feng shui is broken now. We tried to set this up before, but I only had time to move a Arduino over here, drop in the boards, and let's find out if there's something. Can you switch me to second PC?
This one?
This one. Yeah. So
the thing says Windows Update on it.
Yeah, and it's frozen. Perfect. Okay, this is great. Let me try to unplug and reinstall. Can you go for properties?
Where?
Let me do this.
Oh, so Carlos says he used 80 meg on his 3D printer. Mr. Polarity.
Properties.
Okay. Deactivate. Activate. Oh, we have it.
Something.
Now we have something.
Yes, this looks better.
Sorry, guys, it's very amateur. This is at the moment.
Yeah. Alrighty then.
Why can't I see us in the coordinate? It says us 3+.
You have to activate the front camera on the sources.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
That
you
one.
go.
That one.
Click.
There we are. We're back. We're back.
We're back. We're there. We're still there. We didn't leave, and we're replaced by AI.
Yeah. You see how this all falls apart without Carlos.
Yeah, Carlos not here. Nothing to break, man. And we had some idea to what Carlos could break.
Well, we have something actually. So while Det's doing that, I have this. So this is out of a battery-powered drill. Okay, and the batteries are no good. And these battery packs for this drill are like €200. you know, to buy, just because it has these 4 batteries like in a plastic housing thing. This thing that says worth on it, WURTH. I had a look and you can get them from China for about 100 odd. So the guy asked me, can I just fit new batteries into this? And I asked Jeff, he said, yeah, of course we can. So you might remember that we actually got this out, I think, on the last live stream. The problem is there's like this plastic housing thing around it, and I can't, and Jet can't, for the life of us, figure how to get this apart.
I'm much too much a sissy there, because for me this is like open heart surgery. With these things, you're having we discharged the 18650s on down there, but this is still yeah, I'm a bit panicky with that.
Yeah, so have a think, guys. How do we get this apart?
Yeah. Anybody of you ever opened one of these?
Yeah, anybody ever opened one
You
up?
maybe want to get the handheld camera and show the people
Yeah,
in detail.
I can do that while you're doing this.
Faffing around here.
Yeah, you switch over. Okay, so I go to us 3 handheld. I'm not used to working this, guys, by the way. Okay, so let me try and get a there. Look, I found it.
Yes, I believe in you.
I'll find the focus in a minute. Right.
Hey, Paul.
So this is the thing. Now, there was like 2 plastic things here and here. This one I actually broke off. I was trying to get it apart. I have still got it. There's the other one. So you can see that one was inserted inside the other, it was glued. So we thought if we bend these out, which we did, so this is no longer glued to that bit. Yeah, and that one actually is broke at the moment. Then the things on this end, this half is not connected to this half, yeah? There's no connection between this plastic and this plastic, but we can't get them off. Don't they usually slide out?
Nah, we tried this.
We tried this.
Believe us, we tried. Yeah. So you see where I scraped away the isolation. This was an idea to simply have the bare cells. So if it would be glued, we simply move them out with the isolation.
Yeah, but no. So what I did is I actually put like a screwdriver into the insert of this one and hit it with a hammer, thinking I might be able to knock this end off, and that's how that one got broke off, by the way. And that's how Carlos. So yeah, we can't just figure out how on earth. I mean, look, this lifts up from there. Yeah, there's nothing sticking that on. There's nothing sticking that on. Yeah, that one we ripped off the green, but we can't figure out how to get it apart. Show the bottom end. Is that the bottom end? So this thing here, this plastic thing here, this does not go like all the way through to that one.
You can actually see lights between the cells. So both ends must now be disconnected.
Yeah.
And we tried heat. Yes, we tried.
We tried heating it up, but we didn't like to heat it too much. So we thought maybe this plastic thing here goes through to that end, but if I just get a screwdriver or something. Or something.
I know something, yeah.
The best way is, yeah. I can't. Maybe you can just see now if I just move this. You can see my hand the other side, yeah. So there's no. That thing does not go through the middle to there. Look, there's nothing. So why can't we get the ends off? Yeah,
Dutch says yes, there is a middle pin.
Dutch
just saw that.
You've just seen that. Where's the middle pin? Look.
No, you have to show this from the other direction. Yeah.
Well, that way
you see these things. These things do have a pointing device.
Yeah, look there. There's no middle pin.
You see these things here. We broke these because
it's inserted and glued.
Yeah, we thought this would be. Guten Abend, René. Hi. Put it in a freezer. Oh, I never heard this.
We don't have a freezer at the workshop. We have a fridge.
But this could work because it would.
What would that do?
Shrink.
Okay, so there's
yeah, that could work.
Yeah, there's nothing through the middle. You can see right through it. Dutch, you can see right through there. You see my fingers behind it, yeah? There's nothing in the middle. Can't easily see. Oh, you can see that way as well if I just angle it right.
The other black thing will be on the back, so you can't.
Yeah, but there's definitely nothing in the middle. Use some force, it will get apart. I have done it with 5k of them. You may have to cut the plastic. Yeah, but we don't want to destroy the plastic. We want to reuse this to put it back onto the new batteries.
Yeah, that's the plan.
That's the plan. So we need the plastic.
Yeah, we actually thought about
3D printing a new one.
3D printing. If these holders are available somewhere, we could simply 3D print. Well, Carlos could 3D print.
Because it seems people are paying like €200 for a battery pack just because of the plastic, and it seems like they've made it difficult to get the plastic off. You can make a 3D print. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yes, they are what, Carlos?
Not following that you're there. Oh my god.
So I think, do we want to look at the source code while people are thinking about, oh.
Yeah, we can leave people thinking.
What make of drill? The drill is worth WRTH. If it's stuck and not glued, maybe some automotive penetrating oil would loosen it up.
We tried alcohol. I tried to drain it in alcohol. That didn't do anything.
Yeah. We soaked it in IFPFZHDO, didn't we?
But you're right. We could try WD-40, WD-40. Sorry, this is a German thing.
Well, we can get a heat gun. How much would you suggest we heat this up without any sort of harm or danger?
Well, if it burns, we'll did wrong. I tried alcohol. Yeah, Paul. Yeah, I had the same idea there.
Yeah, alcohol is usually the answer to everything, but not in this case.
Not in this case. No, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, this piece just fell off. It's like all just foam.
This is just padding. Yeah.
Just foam padding.
They are shrink fitted.
There are now some adapters.
Could you explain what you mean by shrink fitted? You mean this was heated and then you put it inside and then it simply it's press fitting then. So your idea with the freezer could work, yeah.
Well, you're thinking the batteries will shrink?
Yeah, they will.
Okay.
Since the batteries will shrink inside, so yeah, this could work. I think Kalu Luca is on a. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, mate. I think he's on a good idea. He has a good idea there.
Detzel Bedoni. I tried alcohol. I got drunk. You just tried too much. You were trying too hard there.
Release plastic maximum time 100 C. Yeah.
Tim's point. Are you sure it may not have a plastic bit with the slot in it you can see through? No, because I'm sure if I take something like a thin bit of wire,
which we don't have here,
sorry, we can we'll put a piece of wire through there. Let's prove there's nothing in the middle of this now.
Oh, like a magician.
Yeah,
I'll go back to my place now. This feels wrong.
Okay.
So Richard can play with the source code.
Right, so we can take. Well, here's a pair of tweezers. Oh, they're too thick. Bit of wire. I find something.
Medical issues. I hope you're doing fine, mate. I hope you're doing fine. Health is everything. Health is everything, mate.
Thin bit of wire.
And diabetes. Oh, this is not good, mate. Yeah, back to that cam. Indeed.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Anthony, we tried the flat screwdriver, of course. First idea.
So a piece of wire there.
Look at this, the magician in its...
Yeah, and it slides up and down all the way.
Yeah.
So no, there's nothing in the middle there. It's not transparent.
Yeah. Oh man, dog.
Put the wire in the other way. So don't put the wire in. Put the wire in the other way. So
no, I think he means on the other side.
Okay, so that's in there from the other side.
Yeah.
Well, the plastic thing's in the way. But however, the problem with that is this is in the way.
Yeah, and we don't want to break it even more.
But it's It inserts, right, if you look down the gap in the middle, you can see the wire. Can you see the wire?
Not sure.
Yeah, there.
There was, yeah.
Look,
there it is. Yeah.
There it is, you can see the wire in the middle, so the wire going through.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
Oh man, Lon, you're telling horror stories there, man. Don't do this. Don't do this.
So maybe get it in this way. Right, the wire's in the other way now.
Ooh.
Yeah, so there's definitely nothing in the middle. So
we weren't totally stupid there.
so what's the problem with it then? That's where it shouldn't be. So I went to the plastic. Oh, panic. No.
Yeah, that's a different story.
That's a different story.
You missed that. This is yeah.
Oh, there's a mirror in there like a magic trick. New 2p ends are about 130 for 10. You need 4, cut them off.
I don't know.
What do you mean by new 2p ends?
I have no idea. You're the English person here. I'm just,
that's like 2.
Just,
well, 2p is like 2 pence.
okay. No, so yeah, eat sugar. Yeah. You have to do this. Yeah. When you have too much insulin, you have to eat sugar as a diabetic. Yeah, and this is not good. Oh, another German. Kaluluka, you're German. Got a bunch of soda. Yeah. He can be, Expansive plastic. Yeah.
I think we have to leave this till next time so Carlos can break it.
Carlos would probably break this. Yeah. But I think the idea with the freezer is a good one. We should try this. Do I have a freezer? Yeah,
no.
I do have a freezer.
Yeah.
Well, I have a freezer thing in my fridge.
And I have a freezer.
You have a really
A real freezer.
Of course, you have a real freezer.
Suppose we tried hitting this with a hammer and the flat screwdriver, but no. Cut the batteries in half, and then it's
yes.
Hacksaw through the batteries down the middle.
And then we run.
And then pull them out.
Yeah, then we run. But first, I need this T-shirt with it. If you see me running, try to catch up.
I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense. You cannot get this off here. I mean,
well, it's built to not be open because, and I can see this because this is in a tool. So this will get thrown around everywhere. So if there would be loose in there, this would be a good idea.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean.
Oh my God.
You see, you can't. Oh, I can.
Oh my God.
Oh, so you've gone to.
No, you don't. You don't do a short circuit. Okay.
You're sitting further away and zooming instead.
Yeah, of course I do.
The freezer does the opposite. It will shrink the plastic more than the metal. Make it even harder to get off.
Okay. There's some. You're taking my life. Your video you were fixing the light fixture about a week ago is a MOSFET that had floating open gate, the same as the N-channel field effect transistor. Sorry for the dumb question. This is something for you.
Where's the question?
Trying to hold the camera here at the same time.
Is the floating gate the same thing as N-channel field effect transistor? Okay, right, no. So it was a field effect transistor. It was an N-type field effect transistor.
No, I haven't watched the video. I'm a loser.
But the gate, the drive to the gate came through a 3.9 ohm resistor that was open circuit. So effectively the gate was just floating, which means I could just touch it with a. Let me show you. Let me show you. Get a transistor. I get a MOSFET.
I really hope that I'm invincible, Carver, because where I'm sitting here, there's not much space here. Wait, I can try to do the camera thing here. Oh, this is the wrong one. Oh, this is me, and no, okay, this is only shaky cam.
Okay, so
doesn't do anything. So
on this topic, so this is this is an N channel
coming from HV to C to A.
N channel MOSFET. We need to get this into this shot. One way or another. Okay. and I'm in diode mode. I'm in diode mode.
Mr. Fluke.
Mr. Fluke. So, if I measure from the drain to source, with the positive on the source, which is backwards to its normal operation and circuit, I see a parasitic diode on the fluke. Can you see the fluke? That's the parasitic diode. If I go with the positive to the drain, it's open circuit. If I then put the positive onto the gate and then go back to the drain, it now conducts. It's switched on. And it'll stay switched on until the gate discharges, like if I put my finger on it, for example, yeah? And now it's switched off again. So by touching the gate,
Robert, I like the idea.
I'm switching this on. Now, if you are testing a MOSFET in circuit, you should not be able to do that, because the gate should have a pull down resistor to ground. If you can do that in circuit, it means that whatever's driving the gate is open circuit, because you shouldn't be able to do it. And in my case, it was a 3.9 ohm resistor that was an open circuit. So that's why I could do it. So yeah. Did that clear it up for whoever asked the question? I've got a component doing the same thing on that board that I asked you about, that had negative voltage on one side of the ceramic capacitor. Okay, so yeah, you should not be able to do this with a MOSFET in circuit.
I'm not following here anyways.
Okay, right. There's no situation on the circuit board where the gate of a MOSFET would be connected in such a way that it can float. Because any stray electric field or whatever. I think you guys saw the live stream we did a very long time ago where we had like a 12 volt capacitor connected via a MOSFET onto a 30 volt power supply. And as long as the MOSFET was switched off, the capacitor was safe. But if the MOSFET turned on, the capacitor exploded. And we then put a bit of wire on the gate and had it floating. And we found, obviously, by touching it with your finger, the capacitor exploded. And we got a mobile phone. And we sent some text on the mobile phone. And when we transmitted it, turned the MOSFET on. And
oh, I remember.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And it exploded. So,
yeah.
So if you were doing the repair and you find that you can do the same as I was doing in circuit, I mean, fair enough, if you're using like another multimeter to keep the positive on here, it'll stay turned on. But just touching something like that, it shouldn't float, it shouldn't stay on. Did that clear it?
Okay, keep going. You taking my life, is this okay for you as an explanation? I'll just switch it off my brain.
It should either have a pull down resistor to ground, or it should have my service mount says S2. I looked up the data sheet, it says it's an N channel field.
Yeah, sounds like a MOSFET.
Oh, okay, right. There's another possibility here. So MOSFETs come in like two types. So you get depletion MOSFETs and enhancement MOSFETs. So with an enhancement MOSFET like this one, you have to put a voltage on the gate to turn the MOSFET on. That's why it's called enhancement. You enhance the conduction, yeah? With a depletion MOSFET, by default, drain to source will conduct, and you put a voltage on the gate to turn it off.
Dutch, have a look over there. We have the batteries already ready.
No.
Sorry, I'm talking to Dutch.
Okay. So if your MOSFET is a depletion MOSFET, then you would have to put a positive voltage onto the gate to turn it off. What I suggest you do is, if you get two multimeters, and you probably need 4 hands, or a wife, yeah, it is connect between the drain and source with one of your multimeters on diode mode, and then you use the other one to try to turn it off by putting a positive onto the gate. And if you can turn it off by putting positive on the gate, then it's a depletion MOSFET.
Looks like you don't get away without desoldering the thing, so you can test this.
But the same with the plate. If you desoldered it, it would be you could prove it's a depletion MOSFET.
Well, but then you can check. Then you can
Yes.
actually be sure.
Exactly. Yes. Unsolder it and stick it into a component analyzer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I would do probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what else do we have? we've sorted that out. Source code.
It's over there.
Do you get out of there?
The thing has crashed again.
Okay, let's just uncrash it. So this is the source code that I wrote, and I can't for the life of me figure out. First of all, I thought, did I write this? That was my...
It doesn't feels like your style from what I saw.
It doesn't feel like I did write it. I wrote it from scratch. So what we have is we have tables full of, well, we have some variables. True, false, forward, reverse, white and red. So the original had white and red colours, not white and pink, yeah? Background white and background red, background off, all on. So I'm defining some constants here. The clock, that's the speed it runs at, 60 clocks per step. Forward, reverse again. So I'm defining some bytes, and then I have these tables. You see there? So this sequence has 32 steps. So I have all these tables of like patterns. In fact, you can see the patterns in them, can't you? Like looking through them. So I have all these byte sequences, which I wrote all this, and then I've lost the thing. I wrote,
These are arrays.
one spoke wide. Yeah. So each one of these is a pattern. One spoke 4 wide, and so on. So I wrote all these. I made all these like patterns, and then eventually.
Yeah, the B in front in Arduino speak tells you this is binary. So these are bytes, but you can see what's 1 and what's 0. So you don't have to translate into something blah blah blah.
Yes, and binary. See this thing ACBL? I think this is the ports. Port A, port B, port C, and port L on a mega. I'm not sure what that actually means.
Probably, as I saw in the setup, you did something with a
and then
direct port.
Right. So so I have 2 routines. I have rotate and build, 64 step, direction forward or reverse with a 64 step pattern. It says so. I'm obviously direction and pattern. That's the parameters. I'm pointing with my finger. Direction and pattern.
That doesn't help.
Yes, it is port A, port C, port B, port L. Yeah. So that must be, so this must be the first byte 0, 1, 2 and 3.
And since the for loop over there increments at 4.
At 4, which is 4 bytes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incrementing at 4, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. And you got these arrays, and these arrays are 8-bit wide. So every port on a 8-bit micro is normally 8-bit wide, so you simply grab the thing that you got there in memory and simply slap it onto the port, and you're done.
Yeah, that's what
you do. A delay clock there.
Yeah, and then it goes red spoke, white pill. Then it goes to or otherwise reverse, and then it puts it right the other way around. So then I have another routine. I don't have many of these. This one's parameters: direction, color, background, spoke. Is that an address of a spoke? That spoke with like 2 square brackets. Is that an address?
Byte spoke a problem.
Why have I got 2 square brackets here?
I have no idea. You wrote this.
I know this is what I can't figure out. So I have that routine. So I have the 2 routines. I only have 2 routines. Yeah, and then after that, setup code, and then so it calls each one. Rotate and build forward sequence 1. Rotate and build from reverse sequence 1. Forward sequence 2. Reverse sequence 2, and so on.
This is loop, so this is how the thing is run. That's
rotate and build, and then rotate spoke. I know what the rotate and build is. The rotate spoke like went from one to another, okay, in sequence. And the rotate build, so it goes number 1, 1 and 2, 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2, 3 and 4, up to 8. Okay. So they'd all light up. So that's how I wrote it. But I can't believe I wrote this, and I'm just trying to figure out how it actually works. And B, is this actually any good? This code. I mean, other than it works.
Well, from a, you know what, you probably can optimize on that one, I'd say, probably. But since it's working, don't touch us. No, don't touch it. I'm not even sure if we can compile this. You could try the little check mark in the top left.
That thing there, yeah.
Hit that and let it run. It should tell us if it can compile. It doesn't look like it needs any libraries.
There's no libraries. So I
since this is 11 or 12-year-old code, this could be that something that doesn't work
compiling
anymore.
Scratch.
Well, it's a bit interesting.
Compiling Scratch. Yeah, it is 12. It's 11 or 12-year-old code. But I actually designed the hardware. I built the thing. I wrote
Carter
the code.
says I can't remember C. Well, you never forget C. It's so ugly you can't always remember C. Tim says using port controlling several pins at the same time, probably 8, and they will match the 8-bit binary number. Indeed, yeah. Lone is still with us, man. I'll keep my eye on here. You please. There was a suggestion: talk to your neighbors if you're feeling dizzy or so. Talk to your neighbors, man. We don't want to have you something. You know what, right? Not alone with my wife. Okay, you're with your wife. Okay, so you guys keep an eye on each other.
It's compiled.
Yeah. Retro upgrade, port A and port B is used as digital write direct access. Well, digital write is a macro for writing a bit from for one port, and with this what Richard did here, you simply smack the whole 8-bit, all 8-bit in one thing in there. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see you can see the patterns
so
here.
Digital write is the macro, not the other way around. Yeah. Use ChatGPT, guys, for the end of code. No, not yet. In 5 years, I'll tell you, we won't write anything anymore because ChatGPT knows everything there. But right now, no. Yeah.
I can see looking at this now. So the first column would be the data, the byte data for port A, that for port C, that for port B, and that for port L.
Yeah.
And each port has either got 8 white strips or 8 coloured strips. So I think the way I wrote this, I'm just guessing, is port A and port C will be the 16 bits for the 16 white LED strips, and then port B and port L will be the ones for the pink. I think.
Darren from Hobart, Tasmania. It's about 4:30 a.m. here on my way to work. Man, I hope you have better weather than the guys in Sweden or in England or somewhere. And have a good day, man. Yeah, taking my life. Chris Hartley, mine as a resistor after the, I'm not sure, it says 800 or 0B. As you're taking my life is still talking about the MOSFET, yeah. Maybe open version. Yeah, sorry. Gordon, good evening, my friend. Yeah, couldn't remember
what are these things here I've written here?
Carter said it was the brackets, couldn't remember the word. This way, can you scroll up?
I have some here. I have some square brackets here.
No, scroll way up.
Yeah. What's this arrow pointing upwards and invert?
This is a logic XOR.
So logical XOR?
Yeah, so invert, you simply set invert to yes or no, and then you can flip the binary state there.
Yeah, so this was...
You see the square, do you mean the square bracket where it says 4 spoke flash right, Carter? This means this is an array. So an array is a bunch of numbers that is in a sequence, and you simply can address every of these numbers by doing the thing where you put the give me number 1, give me array number 0, give me an array number 1, and give me array number 2 in when you address this 4 spoke flash, and it gives you back a byte, so 8 bits, but from this specific address. This is how you do this.
Yeah, in fact you can see this, look, because if you see on line 705, it's flashed it's switched on the first 4 spokes and all the rest are off, then it switches them all off, then it switches on the second set of 4, and then we switch them all off and so on.
Bing, bing,
you know, bing, 4 at a time, yeah.
Bing, bing.
Yeah. And then so there's only 2 routines. One's the rotate routine and one's... Yeah, that thing there, so byte pattern, this is the array then, the square brackets.
Yeah.
Which I'm passing as a parameter.
Yep. And since you're getting this as a parameter,
yeah.
arms too short. I'm killing your cloak here. And since you're passing this as a parameter, this you simply get the what you want to have in there, which pattern you want to have in there, and then it gets down to writing this where it says port A equals blah blah blah.
Yeah, it is, because look, port A is pattern I, whichever I is the integer, and then I plus 1, I plus 2, I plus 3, that's the next 3 bytes, and then it goes on. Yeah. I'm starting to understand it now. Have you guys ever done this? So you've written code, and then like sometime later you cannot... I can't believe I actually wrote this because I think it was quite complex, and I kind of like self-taught Arduino because back in the day then there wasn't really that much information around, I guess.
I don't know. Oh, Kaluluka. I'm still butchering her name. Sorry, mate. Yeah, we only have the thing, you know, what we had in the start, and now it's disabled because
I can re-enable
the electronic light is lying on the desk here.
I can go put it back
Yeah,
in.
come on, the people want to have some Christmassy things.
Okay, let's go put it back on again. But I know the pink ones are all wide up, not wide up in the right order. Let's put it back on again.
Pascal, man, this is a long time ago. What did you start writing on? What was your first programming experience?
Assembly. Well, basic and then assembly.
On what?
Spectrum.
The original or 48K?
The 48K.
Okay. Wow.
And then I went on to Amiga.
Okay.
Assembly. I think the reason... So the pink ones are flashing the wrong order, I know that. I can fix it. The white ones are working correctly.
Yeah, and look, this looks like hardware failure, so we can't fix this in software. Oh, look at this. Looks like little stars. Oh.
No, there isn't one, that was just a wire hanging in front of it.
Okay, retro could say, okay, now it's just a question for everybody. So, what was your first programming experience? If you ever programmed something.
Mine.
So, no, the people.
Oh.
You told us that yours. And retro says basic C64. Okay, yeah.
Basic Spectrum.
Gordon, yes, I'm fine. I'm happy to be back in the Canaries here, man. Germany was so freaking cold. Did we have a live stream after Germany? No.
Yes, but you couldn't make it. It was on the day. It was on the day you flew over.
When I came back,
And Carlos and myself were doing it.
I was so freaking cold over there, and the people were all stressed. Are you guys down over in the north all stressed too? You shouldn't be. Or I come to the Canaries. Way better down here.
We're definitely way better.
Yeah. So Apple's 6502 for Paul. Nice one. I like you got move buttons into the form. Yeah. Warwick basics and a bit of Lisp. Oh, never did Lisp. Did you ever wrote Lisp?
No.
All right.
My third experience was COBOL. So when I worked professionally as a programmer, I was writing COBOL code.
Yeah. Basic Philips 2000. Now you got me, Dutch. Okay, sounds like Philips 2000. This is something from the Netherlands, of course. Yeah. But you did basic. Okay. Yep. Rene did Pascal with Ball and Delphi 3. We never did this. But you're a bit younger then. Yeah. Anyone want to have a turtle? Oh, I remember turtle. Yes, of course. Yeah.
I think you can probably actually assume the way I wrote that C code, the way I'm handling the array with bytes, actually shows I come from assembly programming.
No.
The way I've constructed that.
No, you would do that this way. This is something where you simply go for, okay, I need an array for this. Because there's no better way to store this. You could do some long lists of variables there, but this would drive you mad.
Yeah.
And you can't address this the other way around, yeah. Oh, Kyle deleted his message, sadly. Yeah, what did I program on first?
Kyle has deleted his message.
Yeah, I probably had a ZX, the first Sinclair thing.
ZX80 or 81?
Yeah, ZX80, the black one.
Was it the one that the screen flashed every time you hit the button?
Yeah. 1 kilobyte of RAM.
Yeah, and it couldn't display, and you couldn't read the key press and display at the same time.
Yeah.
So every time you press the button, the screen flashed off and on.
Yeah, and the worst part was screen memory and program memory was shared. And when your program got too long, so the edit window would shrink. So if you had a really big problem, you left with one line to edit, and yeah, we came a long way.
We did. Yeah, so after that, I'd say it was assembly.
Kyle says I want to program an Arduino to read temperature to trigger the grid heater on my old Dodge. Yeah. This is what you normally use these things for. Yeah.
But Arduino C though, is C or C++?
C++.
Or just plain C, depending.
No, it's +++. You have all the weird things, pointers, and so they cover this pretty well.
Yeah. But actually, am I right in saying this, that you can actually write C code on the C++ compiler, because you don't have to use all those weird bloody void and this and that. You could just write straight C code and it'll still compile.
Well, no, I'm not an expert with
Oh,
that.
no.
I'm not sure what I would say there. I am pretty much more a user there. Let me get my socket, get the people more Christmassy feeling there. Okay, no, everybody's getting sick. Okay, no, I don't do this. Okay, okay, I'll stop doing this.
We stop doing this. Okay, so that's better.
That's better, yeah. All right. What else do we have for today?
It's a bit of a ask us a question.
Wait, I can show you. I can show the people my current program.
Oh,
Because when I was in Germany, I didn't went there for fun and for the nice weather, and I had Haxe. Haxe was really good. Yeah. And by the way, we told Richards this morning, we had Haxe yesterday evening, Canary and Haxe.
By the way,
if you ever come to Canaries, we need to go there.
Those of you who don't know what haxer is, it's like an axe that you chop with, but with a H at the front of it, and it's basically like pork or like a pig's leg. Or,
yeah, it's a complete pig's leg. Yeah,
and Germany, it's pork crackling, we would call that.
Yeah, and you get about 20 kilos of meat, and it's totally tasty. Yeah.
Haxer question.
Yeah. So I didn't went only for that one. Oh, you got a 16K on your ZX81. You bastard. I never had this. So when I went there, I have a good friend over there, Torsten. And Torsten and myself, we building we're building clocks there. Let's keep it this way.
Can I just answer Gordon Bond, by the way?
Of course, please.
So Gordon Bond, C, but C++ is just an extension of the classes. This is the way I see C++. It's not a separate language. It's just a programming methodology, really. And which is why I say you can write C code on the C++ compiler.
Lon, which Atari did you program? The old 8-bit machines or the ST? ST? Here. Omicron Basic. Brilliant language. Brilliant language. By the way, I'm still using language when I write software for PCs. Yes, I'm a loser with that one.
One dog never grasped the concept of assembly. I always thought assembly was like the most sensible because I understood I came from hardware, so I understood hardware first before I understood software. So I actually understood how microprocessors work. So to me, like using assembly was like the most direct way to talk to the process.
I didn't literally. I was reading things.
It's what one dog said about not getting the concept of assembly. I actually did some Windows 32-bit programming in assembly at one time.
Atari 1200. No, I never did Windows. I did microcontroller back in the days on 8081s. Yeah.
Oh, Paul too, your hot tweezers have arrived. He agrees with the Dremel comment. So did you know what the Dremel comment was? I said. Yeah. Like if you've never owned one, then you buy one, and you wonder how you ever managed without it. Yeah. C#. I don't know anything about C#, Gordon, but is that not just a different programming methodology as well?
I'm lost here.
Okay, so we C as classes, C++ as objects.
Oh yeah. The whole C thing is they're doing so many things where you think, okay, this is something like a philosophical changes there, and maybe you want to simply go back for programming there.
Yeah.
So if it runs, I know there's so many videos out there how to write good code and functional programming and stuff. And yeah, they're probably for big projects. This is interesting, but for microcontrollers, you know, you don't fuff around with these things.
Yeah. Actually, talking about the hot tweezers, so interesting announcement for these guys. We've got the announcement.
Go. Oh, this announcement.
Listen up, guys. Listen up.
This announcement. Okay,
so
wait, you need to start for this.
We had these sources. Okay, fine. So, guys.
I should have brought a guitar.
You should have. I was chatting with Thermal Master, who I did the review of the P2, and then I did the P2 versus the P2 Pro and the ET13S and all that, and they really like those videos. They agree what I say about the P2 is better for more distant viewing, but they asked if I would do a comparison between the P2 and the FLER one. And Det happens to own the FLER one. I couldn't do it at the original time because Det was in Germany. We now have his FLER one here. So we're going to do that tomorrow. So I said to Thermal Master, hey, if you're looking for a good marketing thing, how about doing a free giveaway? Because
Ta-da! That's the
ta-da,
word.
free giveaway. So I pointed them in the direction of the GotchaFix free giveaway we did with 2 of them, and they she came back and let me speak to my manager. And later that day, she texts me because we're on WhatsApp, and she says, "Just do it." He thinks it's a fantastic idea. So we do the free giveaway of the P2 thermal camera. I am trying to get 2 of them, one to like we did last time. So we gave 1 away on the actual channel, so I'll produce like a little video and you put your name on, and then we'll have a second one on the live stream, and we're going to do it on the live stream between Christmas and New Year, which is about the 29th of December, something like that.
This is probably when we play at the
I can't guarantee there'll be 2 yet. There'll certainly be at least 1 giveaway, and with a bit of luck we might get 2.
Oh, it's already December, man. Yeah.
It's already December, yeah.
Yeah, this is weird. Yeah, 29th.
Yeah, so 29th of December, we're doing a free giveaway with the P2 thermal camera.
If everything goes right, if everything...
Well, we're definitely
Yeah.
we're definitely doing it, but yeah, everything goes right, we'll do it on that date.
And I don't have to write a bunch of notes anymore. Yep.
No, no, you're not going to sit here for 2 hours. So, guys, free thermal cameras giveaway.
Yeah, free thermal camera.
You can't even say that, free thermal cameras. I'm English and I struggle to say that. Okay, so what do we have on the desk, Dad?
Okay, now I have to tell the story for the people.
Okay.
When I was back in Germany, and my good friend Torsten and myself, we were building clocks there. And they have lots of LEDs on there. This is, by the way, why I told Rich about the star here. Why don't you use addressable LEDs? You could do way more interesting things with that.
And that's it, because I built it in 2013.
Yeah, and then I shut up. Yeah, we came up with another idea for a clock, and we were thinking about how do we do the seconds. So seconds, you know, but we could do. I had an idea.
So this
know these radio clocks you have on your beside you on your bedside table,
for the flash,
where in the middle the little dots blink.
So this is not
normally,
a clock. The clock normally has like digits on it, like numbers or.
No. We don't want anything digits. This is more a creative thing.
Okay.
And we were talking about how we could do that, and I came up with this little thing down there. Oh, look, the camera just catches it pretty well.
Wow.
Yeah. So you probably can tell this is a second. So I'm coming up with 2 LEDs. You could do this with 1 LED, of course. You could do 1 LED who does a blink, blink, blink all the time, and you now can see something changing here, and it's the color. And these LEDs in a 60-second clock cycle, they go around the color clock. So they start at blues, I think, and then they move around with red and green and blah, 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 and end up at blue again. So if you learn how the sequence works, you can actually tell where you are, well, roughly, if it's 40 seconds, 30 seconds or something, in the clock in between. I thought, okay, this sounds, from a production point of view, this sounds easy. So not much to do, but then I thought, okay, let's ask some people what they think, and this was a mixed output there, a mixed outcome there, because maybe it's because of nobody can imagine how the rest would look.
Can I just?
We don't know how the rest would look too, because
Kaluka says here this looks a bit too slow for a second, and I also think that's too slow for a second.
No. And in fact, it doesn't matter because this is just a demo. This is just a CPU. I wanted to see how I do the clock thingamajig, and these are two functions that get called. So one function gets called every 1,000 milliseconds. That's how I know it's a second, and it simply drops in a color value into one of these LEDs. It decides which one, and the second function simply looks into the value, and every 50 milliseconds it subtracts some of the values that are calculated, all the things, and yeah, this is how I came up with this thing. So this is what I do in my free time.
Just a few questions. So the free giveaway It's like for gratis, for free. And
Oh, sorry, I
at the
didn't
moment,
read
we definitely have one thermal camera to give away. We may have two because I pointed in the direction of the other one. So we may have two of the P2 thermal cameras. Somebody says about my Scottish heritage. I'm not actually Scottish at all. I'm from Stoke-on-Trent in the northwest of England. And Lawn Dog says he blew his Atari up by taking the back off a TV and wiring his Atari into the, probably to get a composite video. And one day the little metal box came in contact with the high voltage in the TV, and that blew up a lot of this Atari stuff I needed. It blew the traces off the circuit boards.
This is how you know never to do this.
I would say actually probably already knew never to do that before he knew.
Okay, let me try to catch up here. Running through the what?
Could we not iterate over the LEDs?
Which ones?
Oh, Hinksy, he's a potter. Yeah, I'm a potter. Exactly, I'm a potter.
A potter? What does this mean?
Okay, so Stoke-on-Trent
Yes.
was like the base of pottery production
Oh.
in the UK and like up into the 1990s. So if you heard of companies like Wedgwood or Dalton or these main, yeah. So anybody from Stoke is a potter.
And I thought you went to Hogwarts or something.
No, I didn't go to Hogwarts. That's somewhere a bit further up. Yeah. I was a muggle. So yeah. So anybody from Stoke is a potter.
All right.
And
learn something every day.
Stoke-on-Trent was called, all that area was called the Potteries.
Yeah, learn something every day.
Yeah. Correct.
Cassis as a retro upgrade. They are mask ROMs, but not writable for 5.4. Okay, something with I think this is with Carlos's ROM things. I don't know. Okay. Well, some people said it would line. We had, by the way, one of the PCBs we ordered right now will have addressable LEDs on them. To let other people in 1 millimeter
addressable
1
LEDs.
millimeter. This is so tiny. I have a clock face in mind, and I can get the whole clock face behind one of the CPU modules we're going to use. This is so crazy small.
The water dripping is coming from the air conditioning.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
It's the aircon. Just fed some water into. Yeah, that's the aircon you could hear. But it wasn't. It was dripping into like a big plastic tub.
Yeah.
F1 is just over.
F1 is just over. Did you win?
Yeah. That's a good question. Carlos and myself made a review of the CO2 laser, and I'm going to publish that one, I think, on Wednesday. So tomorrow we have the thing where we're going to announce again about the free giveaway, and we're going to play with the Flare one. Tuesday is Car Booty Day, and I got some really old computer today.
Oh yeah.
I found some really old computer today, and Wednesday I think we'll do the CO2 laser one.
Okay, guys. Oh yeah, we're early, and it's weird when Carlos is not here. I think this really needs the three of us here.
It needs a beer.
Yeah, the beer is a good idea too. Yeah. It's still on my coffee.
Yeah, we'll soon dispose.
So it already starts. To Richard, I told you get hot tweezers for the longest time. Are you happy to have them now?
They're a game changer. Those hot tweezers are just a game changer. I've got another video recorded I haven't published yet where I'm changing an EEPROM on an air conditioner board, and the EEPROM is glued onto the PCB, and those hot tweezers did it without a problem, without damaging the pads or anything else. The last time I tried, I was using hot air and the board delaminated before the glue would give it up. But being a double layer, it wasn't, it was okay. Yeah, those hot tweezers, Dutch, they're just the most amazing thing. I know quite a few of you guys have bought them and thank you for using the link I gave you, because I get a little bit of commission. But yeah, game changer. You tried them? No, Det didn't try them. Carlos, I know you love those hot tweezers as well. They're amazing things.
this is the difference between the two of us. Richard is a repair guy and normally gets something assembled from the factory. So the 1mm LEDs I'm talking about, I won't solder these. They will become ready on the little boards.
What?
Yes, yes, absolutely. You know, I don't want to spend hours there, and I remember when I told you I really hope that you don't have any wrong wiring in the whole thing down there, and yeah, now you have.
Now I have. Yeah, but I was just trying to figure out how to put the thing back together. Hot tweezers sound like a porno movie title. What, a bit like Shaving Ryan's Privates?
I need beer.
That's another porno title. Shaving Ryan's Privates. Oh dear.
PM Chris says, I just bought the tweezers. Can't wait to try them. Okay.
You tell PM
Paul says, I changed mine for 10 degrees C for 10 degrees C increments. Ah, okay. So you have to step up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can tell you, PM Chris, you are going to love those tweezers. Come back and tell us.
Yeah.
You will absolutely love them.
Kyle Lynch says, have you seen a microphone preamp fail due to a phantom power problem?
No, of course I ever have. But anything can happen.
Doesn't sound.
What sort of failure was caused by the phantom power? So for those of you who don't know, phantom power is a 48-volt supply which goes to some microphones. So capacitive microphones need a voltage supply. And that's what the phantom voltage does. It sticks 48 volts on the same wire that the audio is coming down. I've never...
Anthony, those old 70 digital watches are tiny LEDs. Yeah, Anthony, I believe that. But these are addressable. You simply use a library like the WS2812 and you simply address them. You can do anything with them. It's RGB.
Yeah.
Rock and roll, man. Oh yeah, sorry. I'm slow here.
So this week I am mostly drinking San Miguel.
You do, and I'm back to
You're mostly on the Dorada Especial.
Yeah, Dorada Especial. Look at this, it's now flashing with a nice color lights down there. Yay!
I'm an Akai force that blew up its entire input and output board fail because of some phantom power. So, yeah, Kyle, I'm sure that this can happen. I've just never seen it myself. Normally on the input of a op amp, is it normally on a mic preamp? It's got like a JFET op amp on the input.
Don't look at me. I'm just a musician here.
A single sperm carries 1.37 megabytes of information.
Oh.
The average ejaculation is 3.6 terabytes of data. Some people find that hard to swallow.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for dropping the level.
Well, funnily enough, so my YouTube lady, my YouTube partner, because I have a YouTube partner who sometimes we do like a video chat with, and she called me last week, said, oh, can we do a video chat? I said, yeah. She says she wants to talk about integrating a shop onto my YouTube channel so we can do merchandising. And thanks to Detta and my wife Julie, a lot of that's set up. So if you want to have a t-shirt with an L on and what's the worst that could happen, and that's
you get the Fluxus overrated shirt.
The Fluxus overrated shirt, yeah, you can. So I said, yeah, sure, we can have a we'll have a chat. And she says, yeah, and I want to talk to you about your live streams as well.
We need to do this, right?
She is. Yeah, she said, and I want to talk to you about your live streams as well.
Oh my God.
She didn't say anything else, I mean.
What did we do wrong?
That's what I'm thinking. Dutch, yeah, if the mic has a short, it could damage the phantom power. I agree. I think it's more likely, because that would short out the phantom power. I think that's more likely to damage the equipment with a faulty mic than damage the mic with...
Don't the phantom power things... I know it's 48 volt, but this is microamps there, and it should be very, very well regulated, because...
I don't think it's that well regulated. I'm looking at most mixers and things I've seen. It's not particularly well regulated, and it's not a constant current type thing.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Anne says, do you drink 0.0 beer over there? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Cheers, Anne.
Cheers, Anne. What, you mean Kinder beer?
Kinderbier.
Kinderbier.
Yeah, children's beer. A friend of mine came up with a name for that.
Yes, you can get 00 beer over here, but we don't drink it.
We normally don't. No.
No.
Gordon says, what's more dangerous, 50 volts or 5 amp?
What's most dangerous, 50 volts or 5 amps?
Depends.
Well, the 5 amps itself is not dangerous. I mean, like, for example, a car battery is like 140 amps or whatever, but you can still put your fingers across it. It's the mixture of voltage and current that's dangerous.
I'm with you. Yeah. Oh, I think the updates on the other machine out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I remember the first time I ever saw switch mode power supplies. I was working at ICL, International Computers Limited, in the repair workshop, and we had these big switch mode power supplies that were something like 5 volts at 100 amps or 200 amps, because obviously they were like mainframe computers and stuff they were doing. And when they were repairing these, they had like a test one. They had like a big plastic thing over where the terminals were, and I'd said to one of the supervisors, "What's that plastic thing for? It's only 5 volts." He says, "Yeah, but it's 200 amps, and that's put my fingers across it." I said, "What's the problem?"
Nothing will happen, of course.
Nothing will happen.
Yeah.
I think it's probably there so somebody didn't drop a spanner on it or something.
That would be bad.
That would be bad.
Yeah, so to try something like let's find out how 5 amps feel when you do a short circuit.
Yeah.
And then what was it? 500 amps.
It's 5 volts at 200 amps.
200 amps. Yeah, this would be.
Yeah, and there were huge things. These power supplies.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah,
they were big.
Yeah. Mixture of voltage and amps, says Castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a lot of volts to create 5 amps through your body. Yeah, true. And if you get 5 amps through your body, well, this will hurt and kill you instantly. Yeah.
Tim's project's teetotal since my stag do. Got married with my eyes shut. What do you mean, because you couldn't open them?
Marcella's house was a German round trip. Cold. Mainly cold. I remember being frozen all day. The woman I was staying with, she thought 19 degrees would be fine. I was sitting there freezing my balls.
Yeah, I saw this.
No.
I was watching the news from the UK today, and they said the weather, and they said, "Oh, we've got mild weather at the moment," and like on the map it said 12, 13, I think it's about 16 in that, and they said that's mild. That's bloody cold.
Yeah, that's really cold. Yeah. And I was stepping out of the plane, and I thought, crap, I forgot how cold this is. You forget how cold this is. And when you're used to having 29, 25 something, this is really bad. Yeah.
I mean, we went, so I'm putting some video on Uncovered, but we went yesterday down to Erginnigan, which is a local town, to the switching on of the Christmas lights. And it was almost 30 degrees yesterday. It was cloudy all day yesterday, but it was 28, 30 degrees. And at night, it never went below about 23.
Yeah, when we were sitting yesterday evening at the live music where it got the nice hugs there.
Yeah.
We thought in the evening when it was 9 or something, we were going for, where's my jacket? Because it's getting cold.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It was warm.
Yeah, it was 23 or something.
It's about 23 at night, yeah. You've got used to the heat. Yeah, probably. Gents, I've eaten the perfect banana for now.
What?
Maybe sure brown outside with no false buttons. Okay. I don't eat bananas. I don't mind the taste of bananas, like banana ice cream and that sort of thing. I just don't like the texture of them. I don't like the feel. I don't like the feel of a banana in my mouth. Basically.
Yeah.
That wasn't meant to be. But yeah. I don't like the texture.
No, it's not 30 Fahrenheit. No, we're using real numbers.
With centigrade here. I never understand Fahrenheit because, I mean, think back. Was Fahrenheit German?
I think he was a German.
Okay.
Guys, small intelligence, please. Was Mr. Fahrenheit a German?
A German, yeah. Yeah, so we thought, okay, so we'll have like, he invents a thermometer that basically works on like the expansion of a certain thing.
Yeah.
And then he wants to base it on the freezing point and boiling point of a substance. Now,
sounds logical, right?
Yeah, now the place is surrounded with water. But no, he chose some like strange oil, and then which freezes at like minus 32 centigrade and boils at 200 and something. And it's like, I have to ask, why?
Alcohol.
Mr. Fahrenheit, why did you do that?
Could be the
I mean, surely like the most universal thing you can have is water.
You're taking my life. Yeah, centigrade means the same as Celsius.
Celsius.
Yeah. So not imperial.
Yeah. Well, it's true. I mean, why base it on some weird oil? And it's like, where'd you get that oil from anyway?
Yeah, I can't understand. I think the Fahrenheit scale was something about how it feels for humans. So everything with a high number is too hot, and everything with a low number is too cold. And I think that was the idea that, but no, with the whole imperial thing.
Yes, it was German. 0 was a freezing point of brine. Well, actually, that was not salt water, and 100
was body temperature.
No, 100 centigrade is boiling water.
No, 100 Fahrenheit is body temperature then.
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, it is 98.6.
Well, don't go there.
98.6.
Not going to learn this.
98.6 Fahrenheit is body temperature.
Yeah, not going to learn the shite. No. I'm fine with metric.
I know this from a Northern Soul song called 98.6.
Right.
George asked again, Richard, are you interested in repairing an all-in-one inverter? What do you mean by all-in-one?
He needs to explain this.
Yeah. Please explain all-in-one inverter.
Yeah, Chris. I think this is the only explanation. He had a few of these back in the days, Mr. Fahrenheit.
Mr. Fahrenheit, yeah.
To Mr. Fahrenheit. Cheers, Mr. Fahrenheit. So, yeah.
Kelvin is the most logical one. Yes, because it goes from absolute 0 to...
well, no.
There isn't a maximum in Kelvin. It only goes from absolute 0.
American. It's not. There's no maximum, and it starts at 0. This is freezing point of water. This is fine.
No. Kelvin starts at the point at which everything stops moving.
And I think
absolute 0. So you can't get any colder than absolute 0.
This is still centigrade.
No, centigrade starts at wet water.
Oh, you mean zeros, the 0 in the Kelvin scale.
0 Kelvin scale is absolute 0.
But the distance are the same.
You cannot get any... Yeah, the steps are the same, equal, but you can't get any colder than absolute 0. Because at this point, even the smallest like hydrogen molecules, atoms, all stop moving.
Yep.
So everything is solid at that point?
I think so. Yeah, but I'm reading about vacuum decay right now, and... this is something that doesn't fit into this equation. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Carlos already got the number there.
Yeah.
What is now decibel Dani? Now you have to explain what is lead aside R. I even can't say this. Reaumur, whatever. Sounds like a cat is in heat.
0 Celsius. Yeah, 0 Celsius is a freezing point of water at sea level.
True. Yeah. True. Yeah. It's 32 in Fahrenheit. Okay.
Richard, videos where you repair old VFDs. What's a VFD? I'm sorry, am I missing something?
Vacuum.
Oh,
Fever Dream.
Do you mean valve equipment, is what I would call it, or vacuum tube?
Okay, Renee, you have to answer.
Andre, do you mean vacuum tubes?
Yeah. Kelvin is where everything stops, indeed.
Oh, vacuum fluorescent display. Okay.
Thank you, Carter.
No, I've never done a VFD. I believe they kind of like wear out. I believe
they do.
VFDs,
because the vacuum in there dissipates, and then you have a fluent display that doesn't display anything.
I don't think the vacuum dissipates. I think the fluorescent substance loses its fluorescence.
Or something like that, yeah.
VFDs are variable frequency. Yeah, I don't know anything much about VFDs. I do know something about vacuum tubes or valves, because I was taught that. When I did my City and Guilds in the 80s. Because there was still some TVs and radios that had valves in them. So, valves I quite like. VFDs, no. 3-phase motor inverters. Yeah, okay, so I've started to get more work now on air conditioner repairs. and they have three-phase motors. So that's something I want to get more experience. And you will see some three-phase inverters, and as much as they're like driving the compressors for air conditioners, or the inverters as they call them. Yeah.
Decibel Danny, sorry you're not an admin and I can't do this on the fly here. So
Who's this?
Decibel Danny asked, will Wikipedia links come through? Sorry.
No, only the people with blue in the name and in the comments. They are admins, so they can actually.
Yeah. Sorry.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of Jimmy Carr? Personally, no, not really. He's a comedian.
Oh, he's a comedian. Okay.
Not really. Cartha, tube scare me because of the voltage. Yeah, there's a lot of high voltage in the tube.
Cartha, with you. Everything above 5 volts is high voltage.
It's 33F and snowy in Kentucky where I'm from right now. I hate snow. Move south.
We all hate snow, yes.
Move south. Move south.
Yeah, move south. Yeah, it's the only way to go. Yeah. Wait for the climate catastrophe to take place. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah. So it seems that with air conditioning controller boards, there's not much information out there. So I'm kind of like learning and teaching you guys, hopefully. What else? Snow is fun.
Snow says snow is fun. Yep, on a picture.
Yeah. Sledging is on a sleigh, that's quite fun. Voltage is always relative. Yeah, true.
Kaluluka, I hate not changing year seasons. You don't know what you're missing, my friend.
You don't know what you're missing. It's lovely not changing.
You don't know what you're missing. And actually, when I was in Germany, I talked to one of the wives of one of my friends, and she was telling me the same. I need my seasons, and I told you, you have never tried this. The year without winter. I tell you, this is such a great experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is life changing. Yeah, and you don't want to have anything anymore after this. No. Yeah,
this is true.
Yeah, get away with a winter or something. I don't need this crap.
What we have noticed, and Jet will agree with this, is the year here goes faster.
Yeah, it does.
The year here goes faster than it did in England. I came up with the theories because we're near the equator, we're spinning faster. Is there any? What do you think? So if you're near the equator, you're spinning around faster. That's why the year goes quicker.
It's boring. No, it isn't. It's always a nice temperature. The opposite side for me would be living in the Antarctic where it's always cold, and I probably die when I go outside. Yeah. Joanna asked, "Hi, is it okay to learn electronics using Arduino?" Sure, go for it. Go for it. You get very fast results there, and you're doing the whole shebang. You're not only doing the okay, I do some programming there, and you're doing some hardware on the other side. You're doing all the stuff together. It's great fun to do this. It's really great fun. I think I have on my old channel that I didn't do anything with. I think there are some beginner videos. Elsewhere, the YouTube's is full of good Arduino video. What comes in mind would be man, this is so long. A British man.
Which?
Crap, and I can't remember for the life of me what his name was. Let me see if I can do the thing here. Is OBS still running? I hope OBS is still running.
What does this British man do?
Ralph S. Bacon.
Ralph S. Bacon? Who's he? Arduino guy?
Yeah, he's a really good Arduino guy, and he explains it really well. And he stopped doing things around the same time I did, and I'm not responsible here. But I think he ran into the same thing. It was way too much work to do the things. But there's some, don't know, 300 videos around Arduino stuff, and he explains this really, really well. Yeah. So Ralph, if you're watching.
I came the opposite way, so I already knew electronics and I went to Arduino. After I went the other way, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, sure. But for us, it was when we were learning this stuff, there was no Arduino. I remember 8085 programming with a microcontroller, EEPROM, some buffers in between, and this was my microcontroller back in the days. And we did media on this.
Yeah, you see, I actually saw them as different things. So I'd already done a lot with electronics before I first had a computer. So I didn't have a computer. My first one was a Spectrum, which I got second hand in 1983. But by 1983, I'd been messing around and even working in electronics for 10 years. So I already knew electronics quite well before I had my first computer, and then I saw them as completely different things. Although it was an electronic device, one was programming, the other one was electronics.
You know what?
It's only later with things like the Arduino that I could put the two together.
I'm with you there because remember me, I took it a very weird way there. I learned something in electronics. I did an apprenticeship in electronics, and then I did something totally different. I did some graphics design and some photography and stuff in between, and came back to electronics. And when I got back and I started with Arduino, this all helped me. I thought these brain cells I would never use again. So no, why would I need to know how the MOSFET works? Well, but that was, and I simply this was why I had a really easy start. When you write C++ and Arduino speaks, this feels like programming a PHP. So my get in there was very low, and I simply thought, okay, feels like PHP, feels still like PHP. This is an ugly syntax. All right, can do this, and
PHP is very much like. Actually, I can program PHP.
It's just like C++.
It's actually C++. I can program.
Yeah,
PHP.
I think
and I have done.
It's the other way around. So C++ was there, and then came PHP.
Yeah, correct. Agreed. People just talking about snow. So somebody once said to me, the most succinct thing I've ever heard about snow, and they said, my life was like the day it snows. It used to be pristine and beautiful, and then children came and trampled all over it.
Nice one.
Yeah, I thought what a succinct thing to say.
And Kaluka, no, sorry mate, I'm not going to Georgia. This is not the American Georgia, this is Georgian.
Oh, the Georgian Georgia.
Yeah.
I believe they're having a lot of hassle over there at the moment.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You guys are.
Yeah, you guys.
Cheers, man. Yeah. With you.
Respect.
Yeah.
The latest repairs, I have a 48 volt. Let's look a bit further down as we got. 48 volt.
Yeah, but on the other hand, if you want to come to the Canaries, we'll find you a beer.
Twit old mud. Richard will see it sooner than later. Dutch off grid. Oh, sorry, have I missed something, guys?
I think
it's very.
One of the Dutches wanted to give the other Dutch your email address.
Oh, my email address.
Yeah, it was somewhere here. You guys are too fast. Yeah, and the other Dutch now says I have.
Just type it. People are welcome to have my email address. Just type it into the chat.
Electronic Canaria.
Yeah.
Outlook, right? Right?
Yeah.
Looks good.
Oh, sorry, Judge. Yeah, okay, I did see the thing about the 40 volt inverter. I can look at it. Is it big and heavy though? Because obviously it has to be shipped over to the Canary Islands, unless you fancy a trip. So yeah, sure, I can look at it.
Yeah. What did I have in my bag when I came back? Oh, Wilsing. Yes, because they don't grow it on the island.
What's that, sorry?
Wilsing.
Wilsing?
I have no idea. Now I have to look this up, right? Let's figure out how Wilsing is called in English.
Okay.
Where's my creepy trunk?
Oh, hey, Simon E, you came across a liquid all sort capacitor. Yeah, they're great, aren't they? You see why we call them liquid all sorts? What you want to try and find out is a tropical fish capacitor.
What?
A tropical fish capacitor. These were...
Savoy, see.
Savoy?
Yeah. Cabbage. It's a cabbage thing.
It's a cabbage?
Yeah, Savoy cabbage.
I thought Savoy was like the name of a posh hotel.
Yeah, this was a cinema in my hometown back in the days.
Yeah, a tropical fish capacitor. I haven't got any here. So these are tantalum capacitors. Yeah. And the body of it has like maybe 3 coloured stripes and then there's a coloured dot. Mm. Which you can imagine as being the eye. It reminds you of a tropical fish. I don't have any. Yeah, sure. Okay, Dutch, yeah. I'm happy to look at it for you.
Okay,
what's the fault with it? What's the problem?
This has a 40 volt all-in-one inverter would blow up. Are you interested in repair it? Because it's a complaint for me, and yeah.
I can look. Can't guarantee I can fix it.
Yeah, I know. I'll pay for everything. I'll email you. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys go on. Talk until you yeah.
Does anybody here know anything about air conditioning?
Probably two.
Tropical fish electric eel. Yeah. What I'm trying to figure out, I'll tell you this now. So with an air conditioner, the split was you have an indoor unit and an outdoor unit. And there's 4 wires that come down from the indoor to the outdoor. One is ground, one is live, one is neutral, and the other one is the comms. And somehow on this wire it communicates between the two, and I have no idea how it works. So inverter and bloody outputs. Okay, yeah, no problem. Let me find the thing I've got. It's here somewhere. Let me find it.
Rene says he knows something about.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
So I'll just find the thing I want.
Linbus. All right. Now I have to look up Linbus, right? Okay. Let's see. If we suddenly disappear, I did something wrong here, and let me see what Linbus does. No, not Ginbus. Ah, crap.
Can we get this onto the camera?
We can. Just give me a local interconnect network.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, sounds
It's all in German.
Yeah, sorry, it's a machine here.
Okay. So I can show you on this one, guys. So this I couldn't repair, but I will publish the video in the next couple of days. So with this one,
let me do the camera.
Yeah. We have it.
We got it.
Okay. So here we have earth or ground, live, neutral, and the comms. Yeah. And what this is doing is giving an error like EL10 or something, and it basically means there's a communication error between this board and the indoor unit.
Wait. Gordon's been 13 times on the Canaries for holidays. When you're on the 14th time, let us know.
If you're on Gran Canaria.
Yeah.
So, with this, we have here, this is a little switch mode power supply.
Let me try to.
Yeah, that's a little switch mode power supply, and just behind it is the, can I just get the angle? That's the chip. Get to it. This one. Which is 7 pins, 1 pin missing, yeah? And being 1 pin missing, we know that is driving the transformer. The torch isn't working. Yeah, so that's the driver.
The torch is working.
It is. That's the driver. This is the transformer. And this is a low voltage power supply. That's a 7812, I think, the voltage regulator. That one there. Can you see it?
05.
7805, okay. So this gives, I think it's a 12 volt supply, and that gives 5 volts. So here we have a microcontroller. And when I apply power to this, just sitting on the bench, it doesn't have the motors or anything attached to it. A red LED's flashing. I can hear relays, a couple of relays, click, click. So it's doing something, yeah? It's doing something. It's like the voltage, 5 volts correct, 12 volts correct. I hear the relay. So it's obviously powered up and doing something. But it gets this error. And if you look over the other side of here, tell me to this, where this connector is. Right. So you see here 2 opto isolators. Yeah? And I don't know if you can see, but they're wired back to back. So one of them has the LED on this side. Another one has the LED on the other side. Can you see the pin 1? Like a dot. Where I'm at the end of the screwdriver.
I'm trying to get the lights on there. Yeah, I know you can see it.
Yeah, you can see the dots. Okay, so one's facing one way and one's facing the other way. And I've tracked it through, and that opto isolator comes down to this signal. So this is how the communication is working. It can send in via one opto isolator information to the controller, and the controller via the other opto isolator can send information back. And I tested these in circuit and found that one of the opto isolators didn't seem to work. But when I removed it, it was fine. So they both work. So this is what I want to know. How does the communication work? If I can get the other board that talks to this one, what would I see on this pin? What should I see? And is there some way I can diagnose to know what's the problem with the communication? And that was the question. I don't know at the moment. And I've done a bit of Googling, and nobody seems to, either nobody really knows how this stuff works, or nobody wants to tell you how this stuff works. It's one or the other.
Oh yeah, if you have music in the background, it's so they have.
Oh, the church is here, the happy clappers are here.
Yeah. It's yeah. Okay, somebody suggests RS485. Yes.
It's obviously one wire plus ground.
If it's only one wire, that won't be RS485 or 485. I think it needs two. It's differential. So
Yeah.
well, you could no, you can't use ground.
Yeah. One dog, you could be right. This could be 24 volts and 5 volts. I couldn't remember if it was 12 or 24. If I look at the voltage of the relays, the relays are 12 volts. So this one runs on 12 and 5. But yes, 24 and 5. 24 volt data signal on that pin. It's bidirectional. Okay. Is there any information out there on the protocol? Is it something we could like look at and see what's going on? So there's 24 volts on the pin, which is hard to get to. Yeah, so there's 24 volts. Is there any information on the protocol? Because as Jet said, if we know what should be on there, maybe we can see. Because the question is, which end is the problem? And I need to know. And this is a very common with air conditioners, is how do I quickly diagnose which of the board has the problem without having a spare one to swap with, yeah? And that's what I don't know. The connector you're wondering about, the pins that goes to the thermostat. No, it's not the thermostat. It's the comms between the two units. If you get errors on communication, replace all the optos on. Oh, okay, yeah, ready. So these optos, I've tested one in circuits. I can diode mode on the LED side, use another multimeter on the transistor side, and I can see that one is switching. One doesn't seem to be working, so I removed it and tested it out of circuits. This video will be on, let me think. So tomorrow is the thermal camera, Tuesday is the car booty, Wednesday is the laser. Thursday this week we'll have the video on, and maybe you can have a look. So you check the price of that module. Which module? The board. The problem with these air cons is these are like what they call cheap Chinese ones. They're not like a known brand, if you know what I mean.
Probably not a standard protocol.
No, I didn't test for the price of the board, Marcel. I didn't. PCN number of the board. Well, I can show you every number that's on here.
If you're really unlucky, it's on the back side.
The back side I can get to, so I've had it off here. Is it these numbers down here?
No, this is a date code.
Date code. 2020
something.
Here, there's a lot of numbers here.
Oh, there's a lot of numbers indeed. Oh, sorry for the shaky cam.
Yeah. So from this, I found the service manual, but unfortunately, the service manuals for about 4 different versions, and none exactly match my board. Again, you'll see that in the video. I have a service manual, but it doesn't really help me.
That's probably short on the opto isolator. You tried those, right?
Yeah, I've tried. So one of them I tested okay in circuit. Another one, if you see where the optos are again, down here, over towards this connect. Yeah, there. You see the 2 optos, and you can see I've unsoldered one. So the optos are here. So the one furthest back by the capacitor, that one, I can actually connect my multimeter on this side on diode mode. I can read like the 1.05 volts, which is the infrared LED. And if I connect another multimeter to the other side, when I apply voltage here, it switches that on. So I can see it switching. This one, the diode looks okay, but I can't see it switching. So I unsoldered this one. By the way, I unsoldered this with the hot tweezers. Yeah, I use the hot tweezers to unsolder this.
Renee says something very interesting here.
And it's possibly switching, but fast enough. Okay, yeah, I have no issue with changing the opto isolators.
No. This is way more interesting. Be aware that this board will only work on the bench not work on the bench without finding the other half.
Yeah, I agree. It won't work on the bench. So I've asked the customer to bring me in the other half, but he said it's attached to the unit and he can't get it out at the moment. But okay, what we got here?
No, it's an ollie.
On Ali. Okay, again, I need to know which one of the two, whether it's this board or the other board. RS485 interface at baud rate of 4800.
Of course, it's easy.
8.1. The physical pins for LGAP.
That's a protocol. Yeah,
That's a
the communication protocol. Use RS485.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what I've asked the customer if he would bring me in the other board, but what he brought me is this. So
No, sorry.
okay. So I actually need to bring me the board off the Intel unit. He brought me that, and I said no. And what I need is whatever is connected to the other end of here. And he said no, that's built into the unit. I can't get it out. But that doesn't make any sense.
Well, if it's in a wall, yeah, of course.
Yeah. So he brought me that in. That's the display, which I have that now.
This is USB. Yeah, this is USB.
This is USB.
Look at this.
So this board here, this is off the outdoor compressor or inverter unit, and this is off the indoor, the thing on the wall. So I need the other PCB out of the indoor, and I've asked him to bring. So I'm hoping to get the whole thing here, and then I want to learn more about this. And thank you very much, guys, who've all replied on this, and I'll go back and have a look at that. And then between us, hopefully we can get to the point where we understand how this works. And then it should be much easier to figure out which has the problem, which board. And I asked on bad caps, I posted on there, but nobody answered.
Renner says another very important thing, the ACs have a pressure sensor. If they don't see pressure, the compressor won't start. If the pressure is shorted, it will also not start.
Okay,
Right.
yeah, so the...
You know your stuff, man.
Yeah. So in actual fact, I sort of know that in a bit because the Lloyd is the guy, the on-site engineer, but he doesn't know electronics. He says he went out, he measured the pressure was okay.
Yeah, well, if the sensor doesn't work.
Again, yeah, this is the problem.
You're stuck with the right pressure and the sensor doesn't recognize it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, basically, I'm not an aircon engineer, so I'm not going out on site to do these things.
Yeah, you probably need to for see this all in one system.
It's all in one system, yeah. So normally with aircon boards, if like they're blown up, like something short or something blown up, I can fix them. If like it powers up and you get these comms errors, at the moment I don't know how to fix it, and that's what I'm trying to find out. I'd like to build some sort of rig on the bench so you can effectively, because they all work basically the same. They've all got a three-phase inverter to a motor. They've all got the same things. They have a reactor, which is like a choke, so I've made one of them. And it would be great actually if I could just build something on the bench. And if I ask Lloyd, he can probably bring me a motor or something, you know what I mean? So I can effectively just connect the things together and test this on the bench. That's where I'd like to get to. And I think it's worth doing because there's a lot of these boards here and nobody knows how to fix them. So therefore there should be some good money in it because they're always failing, basically. Anyway, enough of that one. There's questions, guys.
Okay.
We have 20 minutes. Ask us anything.
Oh no, not to ask us anything again.
Oh,
no, they will ask us anything.
Oh no! Ask us anything within reason. That would be nice.
Renner says, no, bench testing is not a real option. This is an on-site job. Just
You
what I
think
said.
so? Okay, so when I worked in the industrial electronics repair workshop, if we had common things, we would actually build our own rig to do that sort of thing. And that was like...
I have no idea if this is possible
No.
with these things. This is a proprietary protocol there.
Okay.
Then you're stuck with original components, so you have to do the practically build a whole thing there.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that connected to this board, basically you have like some sensors and a motor and a fan motor. I don't know, guys. I could be completely wrong. So it was just like an idea. Is it possible? Maybe I can't do it.
It's Danny. Anything else? Well,
did you get tips for your hot tweezers? Not yet.
try your luck there, man. Cartha, why is the weather so cold here in Sweden? I can't tell you that.
We're not there.
Yeah, but I can tell you, get to the Canaries, man. How long is a piece of string? 5 centimeters.
I found a ceramic capacitor down from MOSFET that won't read any capacitance. Could it be open? Yes, unsolder it and measure it out of circuit. What?
Then we could go down to Carlos and tell him we need to do the unreturnable thing, or unreturnable thing. This is now winter, so everybody should be playing some video games. I'm still waiting.
Marcel doing board repairs on a 50C hot roof, I completely agree with you. No.
Lawn Dog, I think you need to find out what the electronics are involved in the company. Whoa, 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 whoa.
It could be.
You're running away, Lawn Dog. Yeah, there could be more controls. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Yeah, and René says that's the reason. You need to reverse engineer the protocol, all the sensors and signals. They vary on each unit. Ah, crap. So, yeah. Capacitors with nipples.
I was hoping
that,
I was hoping they were all basically the same, these boards, but I could be wrong. Capacitor with nipples, yeah. So the nipple is the positive end and there's a tantalum, I believe. Let's look at a picture of it.
No, we can't.
Oh, Carlos did it off this computer, actually,
yeah, maybe he did. I don't do that. Yeah. Yeah, you're Unreal Tournament. Yeah, 30 people. Yeah, would be great. Yeah, and since you're sick now, we could do this. Yeah.
Capacitor with nipples. Do you have an item number?
No, they have about 1,200 digits long number on the end. I don't do this. No.
Okay, fair enough. What did he search for when he found capacitor with nipples? Did he search for capacitors with nipples?
I don't know.
I'm asking the commentators. Give me a bit of information on the actual item. What's the item called? Maybe.
Okay, come on, let's type this. Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
We started updates on the machine.
Firefox installing your updates.
This could take, well, till next time. Okay, give us some more easy things here. Replace the new board costs £51. Okay, so for this one, 51.
Yeah, fine. I completely agree with you. That's the best way. If it is the board that's faulty.
Do you get more wet when it rains than when it snows?
I would think yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I have a browser loading up.
This is not still on there.
Yeah, this machine is
this
not.
notebook is fine for space reasons, but performance-wise, yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Embedded Hobbyist, we used to build lots of radio emulators, as we could not have 25,000 pounds jet fighter in the car park to test our kit on it. Yeah, you had a very, I know you had a very interesting past there, yeah. Okay, Chris, I brought some LED filament bulbs. The only power control was a 1 microfarad MLCC cap and a thin film discharge resistor and a brick rectifier.
Yeah, so what they do
They lasted seconds when connected to a dimmer. Any ideas why?
Yes, because the power the 1 microfarad capacitor is acting as a capacitive voltage dropper at mains frequency. But when you connect it to a dimmer, which is switching, the capacitor will conduct much more at higher frequencies. Therefore, the LEDs blow up.
Yeah, so if you got a chopped wave there.
So capacitors with nipples.
I can try to read you the number.
Actually, no, you can't search for numbers on eBay.
No, you can't. You could type in the right from hand. Do you really want to do that?
No.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Without any suggestion on items to look for in order to get my feet wet on repairing. Oh, this is something for you.
I would say probably decide what you're interested in repairing. Whether you want to do power supplies, whether you want to do computers, laptops. Ask your friends and anybody if you've just got any broken electronics you can try.
True.
Yeah.
Good idea. Yeah.
That's what I would do. Ask your friends, family, or anything other way around.
Yeah.
Unless you specifically are interested in a particular type of repair.
Where do you want to go with that? So, what's your field? Boat motors, computers, stereo speakers, something. Yeah. Hollering outside. These are the happy clappers. Yeah. They call it this way. We call them this way. This is a church or a sect, or maybe they worshipping Satan over there and doing human sacrifices. We don't know this, right? But normally there are kids around. Yeah, this is what you hear outside. Yeah.
Yeah. Shall I search for capacitors with nipples and
You're still doing this. Orange capacitor nipple tantalum.
I'm gonna put here capacitors with nipples just to see what yeah, what do I find if I put into eBay capacitors with nipples? So I'm interested to see what we might actually find with.
You're taking my life asked, if the capacitor doesn't read anything, how do I know what to replace it with? Well,
Is it marked?
yeah, this would be my first question. Are there some markings on there?
Or is it a little SMD
And
capacitor?
after that, Google is your friend. If it's SMD, there won't be no marking. So, tricky.
Okay, right. If it's an SMD capacitor, go find my video on SMD capacitor markings. Just search for SMD capacitor markings. And it won't tell you the value, but it'll probably tell you roughly what it is, because based on the colour of the actual ceramic, you can figure out if it's picofarads or nanofarads or microfarads. And then you hope it's not a critical one. Okay, so yeah,
probably would slap on.
So you're taking my life. As I say, look for my video on SMD capacitor markings, and that actually tells you for the unmarked ones. Yeah, tiny light brown. Okay, go look at my video. Look at the colours.
Yeah,
and that will give it. The voltage you can usually figure out by the physical size of it to some extent.
Paul saw you handing out business cards at the festival.
Gran Canaria uncovered.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yes, Gran Canaria uncovered cards. I can't find any capacitors with nipples. Why is it capacitors with nipples?
And Marcel, yes, this is a perfect, perfect thing to say. If you want to start with electronics, the main point is to start. Yeah, don't sit around, wait for the perfect opportunity.
Completely agree with that.
Go for it, man.
Exactly. Yeah. Just start.
Yeah. And these days, this is cheap. This is really cheap. You know, when we got something like, where's the thing? What do you say cost this thing?
25. Oh, people loved this multimeter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak with the company about see if we can get Mr. Bleep on that. We have quite a good relationship.
So you get a, well, this is not reference class, but for starting something with electronics, $25 for a multimeter, then invest into, don't know, $50 for, no, you don't get a TS101 for $50.
This is what you saw me handing out on the Pride. So this is mine, Detlef and Julie. We've on this channel, Gran Canaria Uncovered. Will that even work like that?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, so if you don't know about this channel, so this is something that we just do for fun. Purely for fun. That light up off the Christmas light.
Yeah, the Christmas lights. This is not a card, that's just a fancy lighting. Sadly not. We should have investigate.
I was searching for the capacity of nipples. No wonder I got different results.
Cheers, man.
Oh, and then SZ20 is a slightly better version of that one. When I first saw one of those, I'm 58. It's no, it's never too late.
No, it isn't. It isn't. You're already shown interesting in watching this, us bickering around here.
Yeah.
So again, go for it.
Okay.
It's not so expensive as it was ages ago when we started.
Exactly. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Relatively.
YouTube is a huge library of knowledge.
Yeah. I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again. So, I actually thought this was like 10, 12 years ago. I actually believed that when people of my generation were gone, that all these skills we have in repair would be lost. I actually honestly believe that all these skills would be lost because it was only our generation really the last ones who had them skills. And via the internet and forums and YouTube, I realised I am absolutely completely wrong. It's now easier to learn electronics and repair than it ever was back in the day when we did it. Yeah.
Yeah, so, I'm with you, absolutely.
So no matter what age you are, if you've got the interest and you've got the time, it's a perfect time to start. This is a great hobby, even if you just like fix stuff for yourself. Or you. Another great way to do this if you're learning is go into like the buy to flip and sell market. So you're looking to buy stuff sold as scrap or spares or repair. fix it if you can, and then sell it. And if you can't fix it, it's not a problem, because you haven't got somebody breathing down your neck saying, where's my whatever, have you fixed it yet? If you make it worse than it was to start off with, which is going to happen, it's not a problem, because
it was dead anyway.
It was dead anyway.
Yeah, ask your friends when you have some broken electronics flying around. Old phones is a bad idea. But, you know, old stereos, don't go for old.
Power, it depends what you want to repair.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because normally people throw away good stuff, you know, old notebooks, something where you simply have to go for, okay, oh, this MOSFET is gone. Well, it's complex to analyze this. Yeah.
You might want to fix TVs, flat screen TVs, stuff gets thrown away all the time.
Yeah.
See, that's where I would do it. Buy stuff to repair. And if you get stuff fixed, sell it and make a profit.
True.
And then use the money to buy some more stuff. Yeah, low voltage stuff. Yeah, agreed. You start with low. Yeah. Although
it's a bit Danny's kicks in on this. Well, I learned electronics in young years, and it wasn't that easy. I'm now 55. I'm trying to learn the CompTIA Linux course book. Oh wow, that's hard for me. I feel your pain, mate. Yeah, I don't know how hard it is for you. Yeah. 55. I'm 56, man. Cheers.
Yeah. Somebody. Oh yeah. It's Paul T, well, the electronics repair, it's great to see other people do things the wrong way. Thanks for not editing that stuff out. The main reason I don't edit that stuff out is because if I did, and I know what YouTubers do, when somebody's trying to learn this and thinking, well, why can't I do it? Because he makes it look so easy. It's because if I present it like I take all the failed attempts out, you'd think I'm brilliant. I'm not.
Yeah. Marcel has a very good hint there. Yeah. Just start with the low voltage stuff. Please, no mains voltage. Please don't. If you don't know what you're doing, this could kill you, and I mean this.
Yeah. Although when I first was taught electronics repair, I was doing radio and TV repair with valves. So, but yeah,
back in the days, this wasn't that dangerous.
No, no. We used to have insulation injections, you know.
What?
Oh. Well, okay, so when I was about 18, we worked in a factory to do with the pottery industry, and everybody took like a set holiday for 2 weeks when they closed the factory.
You mean Hogwarts?
Yeah, like Hogwarts. So everybody took like set holidays during the year, a week at Easter, 2 in the summer and whatever. And if you want to take a holiday to a different time of year, you could, but what you had to do is kind of apply. And you could go work in the maintenance department. So when they closed the factory down, the maintenance department was like doing all the maintenance.
Sure.
So 1 year I wanted to go on holiday with my friends, so I applied. They said yes. So I did 2 weeks in the maintenance department, and I was working at one point with an electrician, and I actually said to him, I said, "Why don't you get electric shocks?" And he says, "No." He says, "We have insulation injections."
What?
Well, yeah. See. Now I'm 18. I'm thinking, I've heard of insulin. So it must be like
he was pulling your leg. Okay.
He was pulling my leg.
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
but I was thinking, oh, insulation injections. Is that like insulin? Of course, it was pulling my leg. And that is like, you know, I must have been a bit gullible as 18.
Brilliant.
He said, "What sort of work do you want to do?" I said, "I'm afraid of heights." So they gave me a can of paint, and they had this like huge thing about 5 stories high with like a metal frame staircase that went up. I had to paint the bloody staircase red leaves from the top.
Yeah, this was back in the days. Yeah, this is how you did that. Yeah. And
yeah.
Suddenly you weren't afraid of height anymore.
No, but then they went off and they left me there for half a day.
Lovelock says, Rich and Dad, if you ask your friends, they typically have some broken electronics. Yeah, exactly what I meant. Yeah. Item hanging around, instead of throwing it away, you can give it to you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's the kind of how I do often. While your friends, I realize that you're interested in fixing things. Yeah, perfect.
Exactly.
Thanks, Don.
Yeah. I will say you can't learn electronics repair unless you learn electronics. At least understand what like Ohm's law and what basic components do. And hopefully what I'm trying to teach you guys.
Yeah. He is good with that. Yeah. Another guy from Sweden, Pineapple Thief, 7 degrees Celsius. Well, it's warm over there for Sweden. Learned about watching your channel. Yep, that's good for you.
Thank you. Yeah. Pineapple Thief. Sure, they have thistles in Sweden, not pineapples. Because they kind of look the same, apart from the scale. Yeah, I started with tubes as a teenager.
Marcel, what was your worst case repair? The one where you broke the device completely?
Me.
You. Yeah, I didn't do these things.
Yeah,
Oh man.
Early on in the channel, I was trying to repair a graphics card. It wasn't it was one from the car boot, and I figured out I got some. I think it was on the on the VMem memory supply, as I got open circuit or short circuit MOSFETs. So I changed them. And I changed the little controller to like a QFN. Because I figured out by the resistance that was gone as well, and that was probably the first time I ever tried to solder a QFN, and it wasn't soldered, and I didn't have like the experience at the time to check to make sure the gates weren't floating on the MOSFETs, and I switched it on, and after about 5 seconds the thing just went bang. And after that, the resistance on the memory was like, if it was originally like 115 ohms, now it was like 16 or something. So so I blew it up.
Well, you never did this again. Yeah. So,
No. Now I always
learned something.
Yeah, when you change the MOSFETs, always measure the gate resistance on each one to make sure like they aren't open circuit and floating. So I blew that up. Carlos did a good one on what's it, didn't he? On multi-load.
Oh, well, this was a quiet one. It was a quiet death.
Yeah, that was a quiet death. He blew that up.
Oh yeah, we need to do the thing, right?
What
multi-load.
One more. So this was back in the days of CRT TV, and this was in the mid '80s, I guess, early to mid '80s, and there was these TVs made by a company called Bush.
German, yeah. Bush.
Okay, Bush, and no, not Bosch.
Oh,
Bush, B-U-S-H, Bush.
Okay, this is okay.
And one of them had a known fault where the ground on the circuit panel, which had like all the line driver, line output transformer and transistor, the ground was actually done via like a bolt which bolted to the metal chassis. So what would happen is, like the bolt, if it lost its thing, so it came away from the chassis, you'd lose the ground. And I had this TV and it stopped working, and I figured out, oh yeah, it's lost its ground, and you just went to smack the side of it, and I went bam and nothing happened. I went bam again, it blew up. There's a big flash from the line output stage because obviously the ground was like rattling on and off. Yeah. Yeah, Bush made video recorders and radios and TV. I thought they were a British company.
This is British, yeah. Never heard this in Germany.
There was Ferguson, Bush, and a few others. Yeah.
Dezibel, yeah. In German we got a saying, burn children, avoid fire, yeah. Ja, ein gebranntes Kind scheut das Feuer, yeah. So you're German, yeah. Dezibel, yeah. Guess so.
So yeah. If I've blown those stuff up, I can't remember.
What did I do bad? I tried to fix a lens for my camera, and I didn't get far, and I already was lost after 20 screws. And
I did another one on my channel actually, where I was repairing an amplifier with blown output transistors. This is a class AB, so I changed all the output transistors and the drivers, and the thing was working. And then I say working, it was like not blowing up, and I decided to connect to the sine wave generator, the input, and it run for about 30 seconds or so, and then all the transistors, something went short because all the resistors, what are supposed to be fusible resistors, that I put ordinary resistors in, all set on fire. And the reason that happened is because while I was testing it, I hadn't bolted all the transistors down to the heatsink. I just put all the screws in loosely. So obviously when I started sticking the sine wave in, it was obviously driving very hard. I hadn't realised I hadn't got the speakers attached, and that all set on fire. That's back on my channel somewhere.
London has the last one for tonight.
Okay.
Richard kind of started when my dad worked for a department store in electronics, and the items would be returned because it didn't work. Yeah. After the store got credit for the item, my dad would give these items to fix them. And you'll be surprised how many items I fixed. Yeah. Sometimes I would just assembly mistakes in the factory, or sometimes there were simple components to repair.
That's how it started. Yeah,
exactly. Started, and I've enjoyed hobby ever since.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you got your idea there, yeah. This is easy, yeah.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, see you in 2 weeks, hopefully with Carlos.
Yep.
And then
Carlos get well.
Get well,
my friend.
And the one after that, we do the P2 thermal camera giveaway.
Oh yeah, tomorrow. Yep. After
the next one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and on
Yeah.
the channel, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll see if I can get 2 off.
Yeah. Guys,
Thank you.
see you in a fortnight latest. Where do I stop this?